Everybody, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. Right off the bat, if you guys haven't subscribed, please do so. Greatly helps out the channel. Make sure you hit that bell notification. Sign up for alerts anytime I put stuff like this out. Of course, I couldn't alert you on this because they sold out within probably 15-20 minutes. But if you've seen any of my videos in the past, there's a company out there called Bowman Armament Group, Bowman Arms. A lot of times they get a lot of kits in. I have two Oval 11 Polish AK kits as well as a PPS 43 kit that I got from them. One of them mostly matching, one of them not matching hardly at all. And then the PPS 43 kit's actually really nice because it's one of the older saw cut ones. But anyway, so recently I got an email from them. They had some Thompson M1A1 parts kits. They had them for $445. Super cheap. Now, afterwards, depending on the time of this filming, you guys will notice Royal Tiger also has some for $500. They said they're rusty, but complete uppers and lowers. I have no clue how bad this is going to look. I have no idea. It could be really, really bad. But anyway, we're going to take a look at it. We're going to see the condition of it so you guys know what you can expect if they sell more of these in the future. And you'll hopefully be able to make an informed decision about whether or not you want to get one. I have no idea what I'm getting myself into. You know, I just thought, hey, this is a pretty cool piece of history, you know. At least have something maybe make a display piece out of, or just purely for investment purposes, just hang on to a parts kit. Thought that'd be really cool. But we're going to take a look and see how bad it really is. Now, I know that there's some, I could hear, when I picked it up, I could hear stuff kind of scratching around in there like pieces of rust. But we're going to find out. Could be really bad. Could be good. I have no idea. As per usual, it's in one of their burlap sacks. Let's see, I'm trying to make sure that I don't have an invoice hiding in here. Okay, I do not. I don't think so anyway. Wow, I don't know how well you guys can see it, but in the corners of this box is like metal powder. This thing is about to get really messy. I can tell that right off the bat. It's a lot like them Polish kits. Ooh, oh boy, yes it is rusty. Is it salvageable? I don't have a clue. I'm just going to be gut level honest with you. But if nothing else, maybe make a cool display gun out of it. I don't know. The barrel section. A piece of a barrel section. Very tip of the barrel. Oh my gosh. It's really bad. Like I said, I was thinking, well, maybe, you know, maybe do a receiver section. Maybe just do a an old, I don't know, display gun. You know, clean it up with maybe some evapor rust or something. Man, it's a shame what happened to these things. So that bolt got torch cut through. Likely will not work. Stock is destroyed. The butt plate might be usable. Maybe. Of course, this is an M1A1. So this is the one that had your standard flat handguard on the front. Man, it's really unfortunate. This piece can probably be salvaged. I don't know about the rest of it. As you can see, here's the right side of the receiver. Right side charging, typical M1A1 fashion. Here's your ejector. Looks like it might still be usable if you can get it out. That's the cool part. I'll try to insert a picture of this Thompson submachine gun. Not a gun, YouTube. It's completely cut up to pieces. It's nothing but parts at this point. Caliber 45 M1A1, serial number 683962. You can see the Thompson stamping on the top here, where that rear sight was. Can't read all of it. Auto ordnance. Looks like Bridgeport, Connecticut. Man, what a piece of history. Of course, here's the rear receiver stub. Marked U.S. property. And here's that whole lower. So it looks like the bolt was broken off in here. That'll have to be backed out somehow. But on the inside, it doesn't look terrible. It's got some pitting going on. These parts might be able to be made to where they can be usable. I don't know. I don't have a clue. I don't know anything about these. But it is definitely rusty, and they said it would be. See what's in the parts baggie here. Alright now. The knife doesn't want to work. Probably because I cut my hand with it the other day. Let's see what's in here. Maybe a usable handguard? That would be nice. Or not. Been repaired at some point. Man, I don't know where they got these things. Holy crap. So what's left of the rear sight? Heavily pitted there. That's definitely not usable. Pretty cool spring. That looks usable, surprisingly. The bolt. You know, honestly, guys, surprisingly, the bolt looks like one of the best parts. Still intact. Firing pin is still there, along with the extractor. You can still see the bluing on it. I guess that was actually protected inside the gun. Charging handle. Fitted, but it could probably still work. And for you guys that know, I don't have a clue what that piece is. And then whatever this is, some sort of spring, I'm sure. Looks good. That is all the parts. Surprised there's no pistol grip in there. That would have been nice. Sling swivel, I guess you could probably still use it. Regardless, it's definitely going to need a new stock. Going to need a new handguard. Let's kind of lay it out how it would actually sit. Just for grins. Man, it's so unfortunate what happened to this. Makes me sick. Oh, let's move that back. Let's get that right. Oh, you're just not going to lay there. Okay. Let's move the whole thing. Oh, we'll just leave this over here. Anyway, completely rusty. I don't know if it's salvageable or not, but at this point, it would probably only be usable as a display piece. And I may try to do that, depending on how well this thing cleans up. That front sight blade might be usable. I don't know. It's pretty heavily pitted around there. It may not be. But you can tell they definitely torch cut this joker, and it was rusty for a while. Well, believe it or not, and what kills me is the best part is the bolt. I mean, the bolt is actually in really good shape. Better shape than I expected. I expected, you know, part of the rim up here to be broken off or something. But on the bolt face, but I don't know if it's bad or not. I don't know anything about these. You guys know more than I do, that's for sure. Ooh, mag release works. That's a plus. Trigger mechanism appears to work. I mean, this part might actually be salvageable. So it looks like the screw's broken off in here for the grip. I have to extract that. This screw's broken off. We'll have to extract that. Yeah, a lot of work on this one. But it's an interesting piece of history, and I figured, yeah, why not? Just kind of neat to have. Like I said, I may do a display piece on it. Obviously, my stock's unusable. Handguard. I think I'll just find a new handguard. What's interesting here is this one had the sling attachment on the side, and the old one looks like it was filled in. Anyway, just wanted to share this with you guys. Like I said, I got this from Bowman. Yes, it looks rough. I get it. I knew that going into it. I would have liked to have had a pistol grip, but it's not like you can't take one of these and build it into a display one. That's entirely possible. You know, just for a replica piece, be kind of cool. I may do that. I've just got to really weigh my options. What's interesting is somebody put the sling swivel on the top from the bottom. So I guess it was whatever soldier was carrying it, that's how they wanted to do it. We may try to get this trap door open. Let me grab a screwdriver. Alright guys, actually grabbed a multi-tool. I am just curious. Whew. Wow, that thing is likely not going to come open. I'm going to have to soak this really good with some PB Blaster before I attempt to open it, so that I don't just peel this metal off and destroy it. I'm very curious to see if there's anything in there. May not be, but you never know. Anyway, just want to share this with you guys today. This is that M1A1 parts kit. From what I understand, the M1A1 was the simplified design of the Thompson. A lot of cost-cutting measures went into place in the manufacture of this. I don't know if it's the one people like the most. I don't know anything about them, but I think it's pretty cool. Did I pay too much? Yeah, I don't know. In terms of parts, it may be worth it. I don't know. But just want to share this with you guys today. They may get more of these in, they may not. I do know at the time of this filming, Royal Tiger has some very similar kits like this, and they actually include new wood with theirs for $500. Are they matching? I don't know. How would you tell if it's matching? Once again, I don't think you can. I don't know. But anyway, just wanted to share this with you guys today. And as always, big thank you to my subscribers. Thank you guys for all your likes, your shares, your comments. And until next time, you guys have a great day.